Today we are hearing from Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis as part of our series highlighting key races in the run-up to the election.
Malliotakis is fighting to keep her seat in New York's 11th Congressional District, where she's facing a challenge from Democrat Max Rose, who we heard from yesterday. Now Fox 5's Morgan Mackay is back for part 2 with highlights from her one-on-one interview with Malliotakis. Morgan.
Steve and Teresa, Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis has represented New Yorkers in many ways over the last decade. She was first elected to the state assembly in 2011 and served 5 terms. Then, in 2020, she beat Max Rose for the 11th Congressional District seat. And now she faces him again and says she's ready for this rematch.
I know the family action as well.
Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis has represented New York's 11th Congressional District for the last 2 years. And now she's looking to stay in Washington, representing New Yorkers who say they are looking for a balance in power.
Wherever I go, people are concerned about the rising food costs, rising energy costs, how they're going to heat their home this winter. That's the #1 issue in everyone's mind.
And she's right. A recent Siena College poll found that 65% of likely voters in this district identified the economy as their top issue that will factor into their choice of candidate this November.
Energy is really the driving factor, and President Biden and Democrats under one-party rule have reduced America's energy independence. They prefer to beg countries that hate us instead of ramping up domestic energy production.
Another top issue defined by likely voters in this Siena College poll is crime. Malliotakis has made it clear that she blames New York's bail laws for the uptick in crime and has called for changes that will give judges more discretion when setting bail. She has introduced 2 federal bills that would, in a way, provide oversight of states like New York with cashless bail laws.
Crime is the top issue in this district because they're reading the newspapers, they're seeing what's happening, and what's a shame is that the Democrats ignore it and act like the problem doesn't even exist.
Malliotakis is looking to strike a balance, though. She says she supports raising the age for certain assault weapons and supports banning ghost guns.
The real issue in New York is that we have gun laws, we're not prosecuting them.
Max Rose supports abortion rights.
In recent TV ads, Malliotakis' opponent, Max Rose, has worked to criticize Malliotakis' stance on abortion. Malliotakis says she is pro-life, but she pledges she will not vote for a federal ban on abortion. However, she doesn't say if she would vote for a current federal bill that would ban abortions after 15 weeks.
My position is, look, it's got to be limited. Certainly support exceptions, rape, incest, and life of the mother, but I certainly don't support what Max supports, which is late-term abortion up until birth.
The mayor in recent months has opened shelters for asylum seekers in the 11th District. We asked Malliotakis if she supports having more shelters on Staten Island.
The mayor has already placed asylum seekers in my district and across the city.
Malliotakis says Congress needs to take steps to secure the border and add more judges to hear asylum seeker cases.
It started at the border with the president's policy. He manufactured this entire crisis, and he's the one that can end it. Or Congress should pass our Border Security for America Act, which would add the barriers, that would add the technology, that would add the staffing necessary to defeat the Mexican drug cartels and their human and drug trafficking schemes.
The American dream is being torn to shreds.
Former President Donald Trump has endorsed Malliotakis in this race. Malliotakis was one of 147 Republicans who voted against certifying the 2020 presidential election. When asked if she would support a Trump presidential run in 2024,
well, I think the candidate's going to be either Trump or DeSantis, and I would support either one.
Now, we did interview Malliotakis' opponent, Max Rose, yesterday, and that piece is on our website.
Yeah, it's a fascinating race, maybe the most fascinating one of the entire cycle this time around. So the interesting thing is Max Rose held a seat, then he lost it to Malliotakis, and now they have the rematch, but the district itself is different this time around. So the question is, how much is that little sliver of Brooklyn they threw in there going to either help or hurt Max Rose?
So in 2020, before redistricting, 2/3 of this district voted for Trump. So whether this district is really going to help with the addition of Brooklyn, Staten Island has really been seen as a Republican stronghold. But this little sliver of Brooklyn, it's just really going to depend on voter turnout. This district is made up of working middle-class New Yorkers. So they're headed to the ballot box with their pocketbook in mind. Top issues, crime, the economy. So they're looking for a candidate who can tackle both.
Yeah, it's like the governor's race. Turnout is everything. Who shows up?
Absolutely.